In our everyday life, we use a variety of products, equipments, etc. mindlessly, just because it is a need. One such product is deodorants. Who doesn't use deodorants, isn't it? But have you ever wondered what this small spray bottle and many other such products do to the atmosphere? Watch the entire video to know more. The ozone layer, which protects life on Earth from lethal solar radiation, is on course to regenerate within decades, but contentious geoengineering ideas to combat global warming may undo that progress, according to a comprehensive UN scientific report. More than 35 years after every country on the planet agreed to stop producing chemicals that chomp on the layer of ozone in the Earth's atmosphere that shields the planet from harmful radiation linked to skin cancer, cataracts, and crop damage, the once every 4 years scientific assessment found recovery in progress. But first, let us talk about what exactly is the ozone layer and what led to it getting punctured. The ozone layer or ozone shield is a region of Earth's stratosphere that absorbs most of the sun's ultraviolet radiation. It contains in high concentration of ozone O3 in relation to other parts of the atmosphere, although still small in relation to other gases in the stratosphere. Ozone can be good or bad for your health and the environment, depending on its location in the atmosphere. When the layer of ozone occurs in the troposphere, it is called ground level or bad ozone and is considered an air pollutant which is harmful to breathe and damages crops, trees, and other vegetation. The stratosphere or good ozone layer extends upwards and protects life on Earth from the sun's harmful ultraviolet rays. Now let us come to the point of concern, the destruction of the good ozone. The good ozone is gradually being destroyed by man-made chemicals referred to as ozone-depleting substances, including chlorofluorocarbons, which are CFCs, hydrochlorofluorocarbons, HCFCs, hydrofluorocarbons, HFCs, halogens, methyl bromide, carbon tetrachloride, and methyl chloroform. These substances were formerly used and are still used in coolants, foaming agents, fire extinguishers, solvents, pesticides, and aerosol propellants. Once these harmful chemicals are released into the atmosphere, they degrade very slowly and can remain intact for years in fact. There they are broken down by the intensity of the sun's UV rays and release chlorine and bromine molecules which destroy the stratospheric ozone. As per scientific estimates, one chlorine atom can destroy 100,000 stratospheric ozone molecules. Ozone depletion, hence, can cause increased amounts of UV radiations which affects human health, food supplies, and more. Now here's how the regulators, science and industry collaborated to close the gap. A hole above Antarctica was discovered first in May 1985. The Vienna Convention for the Protection of the Ozone Layer, the first international convention on the subject, was then signed in March 1985 by 28 nations, committing signatories to monitor ozone depletion and its impact on human health and the environment. In 1987, the historic treaty, the Montreal Protocol, was adopted to phase out the production and use of ozone-depleting substances. Montreal Protocol deals with the development of replacement of substances, firstly hydrofluorocarbons and then HFCs, in a number of industrial sectors. It was finally accepted by all the UN members after being signed by 24 nations and the then European Economic Community, now the EU. Over the next 10 years, the plan to reduce the usage of CFCs and halon gases by half was done. Over the next 10 years, the plan was to reduce the usage of CFCs and halon gases by half. A weakened patch in the ozone layer above the Arctic was also identified in early 1989. The Montreal Protocol was reinforced in 1990 to cease CFC manufacturing in industrialized nations by the end of 2000. Rich nations also agreed to assist the poorer countries in meeting the protocol's expenditures. China joined the agreement a year later and India became a member in 1992. By late 1995, the European Union had completely banned CFCs and had begun to phase out alternative gases known as HCFCs, both of which were responsible for degrading the ozone layer. At a December summit, the developed nations agreed to phase out HCFCs by 2020. In late September 2006, the largest ozone hole was seen over the Antarctica was documented. In September 2007, a landmark agreement was struck in Montreal to accelerate the eradication of HCFCs by poor countries by 10 years to 2030. In Science magazine in June 2016, US and UK researchers reported that the hole above Antarctica is closing. They further anticipated that this hole would be totally healed by 2050. The UN recently released a report on 9th January 2023, according to which the ozone layer is on pace to fully regenerate within 4 decades. However, the US has warned that contentious geoengineering efforts to combat global warming may undo such gains. This was all you needed to know about the ozone layer, which is on the course to heal itself. If you liked this video, do not forget to like, share and subscribe to our channel in depth.